Hello and welcome back to Warriors HQ. We'll start this week's episode with a visit to the analysis section, and this week we've got part 2 of last week's review of training with Kenny Murray. So next up, it's a bit of turnover play, stuff at the breakdown, and Chris Vasari we're looking at here.
Yeah, so obviously hold it there, but Greg, as we go in, so obviously a big part of our game is about, you know, putting pressure on the breakdown, slowing down the opposition, you know, giving ourselves time to get organised in defence. Probably one of the best players in our squad at doing that is Chris Vasari. His ability to get from the ground back onto his feet and to get over ball is excellent. So we'll have a look at this, a couple of examples of that. So the drill here is making a low chop on the tackle bag, so looking at a decent dominant tackle here, and then we're bouncing up and using that momentum to get back up, and then look to get hard over the ball, which is the other side of the tackle bag here, with a bit of pressure coming in from the shield carrier. So a low chop, back up, hard over, hold it there, Greg. So again, what we're looking for here, looking to get a wide base here, making sure we're sinking our hips low, and also our knees. Chris has a really good example of it here, really driving his knees into that bag, which forces him in that downward position, but keeps him in a really good balance. And again, 2 hands on ball, looking to rip and twist the ball off the ground. And we saw that from him later on, didn't we? Again, in a bit of open play. So an example here, we play it through, Greg. So tackle's made there, and there's Fuzzy, speed to contact, stop there, there's that nice wide base again, tacking down onto the ball, 2 hands on the ball. Really difficult to clear a player now once he gets into that position, and forces a really good turnover. So excellent work by Fuzzy. Nice, so that's a bit of defensive stuff there. In attack, what else have we been looking at? A bit of 2-on-1 stuff? Yeah, so we worked a lot today with the backs on sort of passing accuracy, a wee bit of work in our defence. But this is just a sort of, there's a fun element to the drill as well. It's a 2v1 challenge. All the 2 attackers are trying to beat the defender as often as they can. So if you hold it there, Greg, so defender's on this line here. Defender's got to stay on the line, he can't go forward or back. And the 2 attackers are trying to beat that defender. If they beat him without him touching the ball or getting the ball, they go to the other side and they reset and come back again. So that's the drill, we'll play it through. And what are they looking for? What are the attackers looking for from the defender? First thing here is body shape from Brandon, so he's looking to try and square up the defender here. Hold it there, Greg, and obviously the timing of the pass is really important. So what you notice by Brandon is he holds that ball long enough, he does a sort of what we call a double pump to try, hold it there, to try and send the defender there. But you see again how he just holds it back in to force the defender to come back across, and then makes a really good pass to his support player. And he's reading the defender's body language, isn't he? He's waiting for movement. So if you take it back a bit, you see Rory, because of the double pump here by Brandon, Rory then has to turn his shoulder back again. And as soon as that defender turns in, then Brandon's made a good decision to hit the man out wide. Let's have a look at that in some gameplay later on. I think it's Lilian Masanga showing it. Yep, so go back, play it through, Greg. So back here, so hold it here. So the first thing here is just about squaring up. Take it back a bit, Greg. So another big thing we'll talk about is that early hand catch. So it's not bad here, Brandon catches it pretty early. We're looking to try and get both hands through the pass as well. Squares up pretty well. Again, early hand catch on both players. Body shape's really important, so staying square, keeping the hips square to the try line. Asking a question of this defender. So his body shape now is turned, so Lelia will either, you know, he'll look to square up and try and attack him back in the inside. If he comes, then he can make the pass. So Lelia realises his body shape's turned, double pump again just to fix him, and then a pass out wide to Grant. And a decent covering tackle that comes in after that. So it's really good work by Lelia.
As we mentioned last week, 5 Warriors have been selected in the Team Scotland 7 squad that will travel to the Gold Coast for the Commonwealth Games in a couple of weeks. Matt Fagerson is one of those, and we sat down with him to talk about his selection.
So Matt, congratulations on getting selected for the Scotland Commonwealth Games squad. How does it feel to be going out there?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, it'll be awesome. Really looking forward to it. It's a massive honour to go out and represent your country, but at the Commonwealth Games, it'll be amazing.
How much sevens have you played, and think you'll be ready for it?
I haven't played sevens since my school days, so yeah, it'll be a bit of a shock to the system. I was hoping to lose a few kilos before then, but yeah, it'll be good.
And you've got a few of your Glasgow teammates going out as well, so that must be good for you.
Yeah, no, I'll be good having George and Jonesy and Jacko. George is pretty class at sevens, and so is Lee. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
How was Rome? You're obviously out there with the Scotland squad. How was that?
Yeah, it was a really good experience. Just being able to watch the guys and cheer them on. So yeah, no, it was awesome.
Get a lot of experience this season playing for Glasgow, and obviously involved with the Scotland squad, and now called up to the Commonwealth Games. So that must be really good for your development.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind season. Really pleased with the amount of game time I've got at Glasgow, and yeah, it's a massive honour to be in the Commonwealth 7. So really looking forward to it.
This Friday night, Zebre are at Scotstoun as we return to Guinness Pro 14 action. It'll be another tough challenge ahead.
Yeah, no, guys are getting back into preparation for the Zebre game. All the Scotland boys, some of the Scotland boys coming back as well. So yeah, I think we're going to have a really good squad out there.
Yesterday, Big Brian and Nick Grigg went to the Malcolm Group HQ on South Street to launch the 2017-18 Glasgow Warriors Awards dinner. Once again, the award dinner is sponsored by the Malcolm Group, and we went along to the launch.
So Walter, we're here today for the launch of another Glasgow Warriors Awards dinner. How good is it to be involved once again?
It's great to be involved. It's saying the profile of the awards dinner has grown steadily over the years. I remember the first one when we had to kind of spread out to make it look busy. Now it's sold out every year in a great atmosphere, so we're delighted to be involved again.
Yeah, more than 500 there last year, and another big event on the 2nd of May to look forward to. Absolutely,
it's a great night. I think the atmosphere is always very good. Great atmosphere in the room, and it's nice to reward some of the players that have done so well during the year for us.
It's good to see all the players that have worked really hard throughout the year, getting that recognition and just kind of celebrating the season and having a few drinks and some food, yeah.
And it was a good night for you, being voted the Players' Player of the Season.
Yeah, it was really good. I found out at the Players' dinner and I was quite shocked and didn't know quite what was going on, and then they mentioned it again at the awards dinner, so I didn't have 2 speeches prepared, but so just off the cuff. But no, it was awesome. I was humbling and good to see that the boys kind of appreciated the work I was putting in.
No, I think the season's going well. The boys were definitely on top and a good place to go to the playoffs, and yeah, we should. The boys are here. We're training well, and we're here to win it.
5 big games to go, including Friday night's clash with Zebre at Scotstoun.
Yeah, Zebre will be a tough one. Definitely do want to prove a point, and we're here. The boys are back from Scotland. They're going to help bring up the intensity of training, and there should be a good one on Friday.
It's always good when it's a packed out stadium and people are scoring tries and making big plays, and you've got the crowd backing you up. So yeah, it's good.
Thanks for watching Warriors HQ. We hope to see you at tomorrow night's Guinness Pro 14 game against Zebre. Tickets are still available from glasgowwarriors.org. At half-time there will be a mascot race, and they've been hard in training. See you next week.